Hello everyone, from Patio Frutal. Today we have a very happy day. And as you can see, right from the beginning, right from the get-go, we have an abundance of pears. Today is August 21st, and as you know, there's a hurricane coming. And coincidentally, with the hurricane, it's going to be harvest time. Because these puppies, they are ready. They're ready to rumble. Look at that. Look at the overload in this plant. and I show you some signs of when you got to do your harvest. See that little black mark in there? That means that a hornet, already sting that fruit. Because it is very sweet already. But we have a lot of hanging fruit. And it's time to get them all off. And nothing better to pick it when it's ripe or fully grown. So pears, I'll show you a little tip. Pears, there's my hand. I lost my hand. All right, so pears, you just pluck them up a little bit, right from the base, push up with your thumb, and you break the branch. That's not what I wanted to show you. Is you grab the stem on the top, grab the stem, and twist up, and it comes right off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lighten the load of all this heavy fruit, because it's, oh, there you go, 3 in 1. All right, so because when the wind comes, and look at that, see what happened? Those are the hornets. They bite into it, and you lose your fruit. That's why you can't wait too late. So most of this fruit is gonna come out of it today, because we don't want to lose any more to the hornets. Because they've been doing their job, and I haven't been doing mine. I'm damaging and I'm not harvesting. So, sorry about that. I just got distracted. Looking at one way and the camera's the other way. Look at that. Tons of pear from a young tree. First time producing. It has, I would say, way over 100 pears. So we're just gonna have to keep on harvesting. Look at that, see? The hornets, they come, they start burrowing, damaging my fruit. A lot of that fruit is still good. So, alright, so we go. We have a load here of pears. Oh, I tell you, and Asian pears, as you know, they're not cheap. They're very expensive. And we're gonna do a little test. See how this goes. So, all right, let's see what we do now. Can you see me? Camera what? Camera went the opposite way. What a cameraman. See what I can see there. All right. You can see. And, oh, I don't know if you can see, but this will happen when you leave it for too long. The hornets start to bite your fruit, and you just have to remove that piece. You see, the fruit under still very good and delicious. So you just have to work it up. I mean, if you like the skin, it's all organic, it's good for you. And show you the fruit is delicious. Oh, so juicy, very sweet. And if you like it sweeter, You wait until the nights start cooling off, and they'll catch on the sweet like unbelievably. But I have to decide whether I wait for too much sweetness or eat them as they are, which is they are pretty good. Or if I leave it on the tree, I run the chance of having the hornets starting on laying larvae and make holes in it so they can enjoy my fruit. But since I didn't put them in the ground for them, if I leave them there, they'll take it. So it's a race now. Either they have it or I have it. And that is delicious. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna show you what else is going on in this yard. Alright, so we got those two Asian pears over there. And we have these other pears here, which, as you can see the branches, they're bending down all the way to the ground from so much weight. Tremendous amount of pears. And these pears, they're still green. This will be almost by October. That's when these pears will be ripe. And these are hard pears. These pears, even to the point of when they're going rotten, they're still hard. So they still have some growth to go. And like you see me, heard me in other videos, I encourage you to plant different varieties of pears or different varieties of peaches. And this is what happened. My Asian pears, today is August the 21st, they're already ripe. But this one, they still got a month and a half or maybe even longer. And they can stay on the tree all the way to the end of October. So I'm gonna eat my Asian pears now. Those, we're gonna come back in a month and a half. Then we're gonna be eating those. But like I said, I encourage you to plant your trees. Same thing with my kiwi vines. You see the pergola over there? Well, over here, look at this different kind of leaves. These are other kiwis. And these are Arctic, some variety of Arctic kiwis, but look at the size of those leaves. They're bigger than my hands. Look at that. They're bigger than my hands. And this will produce another type of kiwi. And hopefully they'll ripen another times. Well, if we go across from here, we go to another variety of kiwis, which is this one. Look at the size of these leaves. Look at that. That's like the size of one of my thumb, barely. But this type of kiwis will produce a kiwi that gets like a burgundy color when it ripens. And this one here, it looks, leaves wise, look very similar to the one that I just showed you, but it's a different variety. You know, 3 different varieties in one gazebo. And those grapevines, I'm gonna cut them off on the bottom because I want my kiwis. I don't care too much for those grapes. And let me show you again. I was gonna make another video about my kiwis because they are so prolific this year. It's like tons and tons of kiwis. And well, I am very excited because they have start to ripen up, and they are a little earlier this year than they usually are. They usually start in November. I mean, not November. The end of September and October. So you get 2 months harvest. Look at that. Look at those bunches. Huh? And I want you to see my thumb, so I want you to see how big they really are. That way you don't think they're huge kiwis, but they're fussless. There's nothing there. No fuzz. You don't have to cut anything. You eat them like a grape. And you don't have to shoot out the seeds. You just enjoy those babies. Look at that. Bunches and bunches everywhere. And look at that. This is unbelievable. They're hiding in there, but there's tons of kiwis. And I want you to see, let's see if we find them. Look at that. Bunches and bunches of kiwis that we are gonna be, look at that. Look at those kiwis. And that's what you do. You plant and you harvest. And today we're harvesting the Asian pears, which are way out there. See if we can zoom in. And then we have this. And we're gonna have to contend with this today, but we have a lot to pick. And that's what you do. You plant, you harvest. And from Patio Frutal, I wish you all, you have a pear tree, or 2, or 3. But until then, have a good evening.